way they want things done, expressing the issues they face on a daily basis in their regions, like Mount Kenya, the way he spoke about tea, coffee, milk, and pockets in their money, 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, representation, people in the Ma community about the land issues, people in the coast about land also, cashew nuts and such factories that collapsed. In my place, fish and everything, sugarcane issues. So in northern Kenya, livestock and those kind of things, and 1 man, 1 kilometer, 1 vote. So this is a discussion that is in this country that gives everybody an opportunity to express. Talking is part of healing. When you allow people to say their problems, not this speaking down on them, telling them, I'm going to give you 50 billion shillings so that Mama Mboga can get this. Who told you Mama Mboga requires 50 billion shillings? Maybe she needs 10,000 shillings to expand her business. So this is the conversation that is with us today. And everybody, irrespective of your party, whether you are in ODM, Jubilee, Tujibebe, kazi ni Wakenya na kazi ya Moses Kuria, TSP, OKA, everyone is allowed to participate in that conversation and in that discourse. Then from there, we'll find a solution for the country.
What happened to the other presidential candidates in your party?
Which ones?
Wycliffe Oparanya, Ali Hassan Joho.
Yeah, those two. You see,
Jimmy Wanjigi?
No, I'm not aware that he's running on our party. I'm just hearing from you for the first time. The people that I know who have shown interest and paid the nomination fees is Ali Hassan Joho and Oparanya. Then the election board is coming up with a mechanism. Consensus is part of our mechanism to sort out nomination issues directly. So the election board will deal with that matter. It's a matter that in the course of maybe next month or the other month, they will agree on a way forward. Whoever wants to, then they will give a ticket to one person.
So you're calling 60,000 people to Kasarani to say what?
60,000 people to Kasarani so that we can now congregate and bring all those discussions that we had in 14 regions of the country to Kasarani so that we can make now one resolution on how to move forward to the future, together as one people. There might be even more than 60,000. That 200,000 people will appear in that stadium.
Huh?
Oh, my friend, you'll see on Friday. 200,000 people will come to that stadium. And then they want to listen the conversation that happened in all parts of the country, in the 14 regions. Then a resolution will be made at that national convention on the way we are going to move forward.
Governor, if the election were held today, who would win? If it were held today?
You would have to do some calculations. But they are running quite, I'm an honest man.
Yes.
Running quite parallel almost.
So it's neck and neck.
But one has been campaigning for a while.
But you're saying it's neck and neck?
Neck and neck now, but again, 9 months, Jeff. 9 months. And again, I'm looking at it from where I stand and what I see here. I don't know what's happening in Nyanza, Kisii, Mombasa, everywhere else. I said again, and I'll repeat again, this election will be the easiest of all elections we have had. Once a coalition is done in this election, it will be wipe. One go. First round.
I told you.
First round.
I told you.
If a coalition is built
I told you.
where Kenyans are accommodated properly, it will be a simple win.
Okay, what about OKA?
OKA, we are talking to them. They cannot go it alone. Just like I cannot go it alone. But you can imagine if you have OKA, Mount Kenya Unity Forum, and Baba. OKA, Mount Kenya, and somebody else. Can you imagine that? How do you beat that? You have the entire coast talking with you, OKA talking to you, ODM talking to you. How do you lose? It is there for you to lose.
Mheshimiwa, OKA's Kalonzo Musyoka said he'll never be Raila's running mate. He said what?
Must he be?
Not only
no,
that.
Must he be?
No, don't worry. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to his opinion.
Again, Jeff, this is the same story about positions.
Yeah, but you see,
I am not one man who is worried about what position will I be given. Can we give Kenya some good leadership? Can we improve the lives of Kenyans?
For the most important thing.
It is 60 years almost since independence.
60 years.
And we have people sleeping hungry.
But the most important thing is, are we seeing things the same way or differently?
As who? As Oka or?
Whoever, whichever leader, Kabogo, ODM, so and so, are we seeing things the same way? Do we want to take the country to the same direction? Do we see that we need to take it to this direction together? If that's the reason, time for politics is yet to be started properly. When we had the NASA coalition, it was 4 months to the election. It was in April 2017, yeah. It was 4 months to the August election. So don't worry.
You know, Jeff,
things will unfold.
There's plenty of time.
Things will unfold.
From where I see it,
yes.
I am telling our people, if it is true horses are two, one will be president, one will be leader of opposition. But do not give them the seats of MPs. These MPs are your watchmen.
We give
that multi-party thing was brought so that we can have many parties in parliament, so that there are negotiations in parliament. There's no dictatorship that comes and passes laws that are based on a dictatorial mind of one strong man. You understand? So I'm saying, if you're giving Tinga your vote for president in Kiambu, please don't give him the MP. Let him have an MP who will ask him questions.
You give it to Kabogo?
Yes, give it to Jibebe. You don't like Jibebe for one reason, give it to somebody else. Then you will see this house will be like Israel. They've done elections 4 times in the last 2 years.
4 times?
Yes, because they cannot have a clear win. And that struggle in parliament is what we were looking for when we went for multi-party. So that you can ask questions. But there are people here who are bigger in Kifua. No, give me my party.
But we also need to have, as much as I agree with him, that multi-party should thrive and we should have parties with different membership and MPs, but also we must have mature also parties that can stand the test of time. Yeah. Because if we continue starting new parties every month, then
again you go back where I was. A party formed by ideas of people who think alike.
Also democracy,
not a party formed by one man.
Yeah. Also democracy also thrives when there are strong parties that are based on
it's also important to add.
It's
also important to add.
Yes.
You also need bright minds to go to that house. You need people who can represent you in the house.
As opposed to what? Thugs? Or?
As opposed to just people who sit there. They've never talked. They've never done nothing. Votes come and they vote because they've been told to vote. The country is not progressing. You understand what I'm saying? And this is where I say I differ with clerics who would say that God chooses. God does not do elections, Jeff. He doesn't. If he does, would he have chosen Idi Amin, Dada? No. Would he have chosen Hitler? God gives people the wishes of their heart, what they pray for. And this is why I'm asking God now, can you turn around our prayers? We say, don't give us what we ask you. Give us your will, let your will be done. You understand? We keep blaming God for bad leaders.
But you know what some people say, be careful what you wish for.
That's it.
Because you may just get it.
That's exactly what I have said. They hanged Jesus. They took Jesus to Pontius Pilate. You understand? And they said, this one is a false prophet. Hang him.
Tupatie mwizi wetu.
No, before that, he said, Pontius Pilate said, no. I see nothing wrong with this man. They insisted, hang him. You must hang him. So he thought he was clever, Pontius Pilate, and he said, now I have a story here. There's one mad man here, crazy, thug, murderer. I want you to choose I release him or Jesus. What did they say? Jesus. Guy washed his hands and said, it is not in my hands, this blood. So what you ask for is what Biblia imeandikwa, sijui kama Qur'an iko hivyo. Panapo wengi wakutane, ile wataomba atawapatia.
Ask and you shall be given.
Yes. Muitishe Ruto mtapawa, muitishe Raila mtapawa, itisheni Kabogo mtapawa. So it's not God.
Nyinyi.
Yes, but now I'm asking God, be merciful to us.
And
we have suffered a lot as a country.
And give us Raila.
Give us your wish, which you know is
Let me ask you.
And give us Raila.
The IEBC, is it capable of conducting what you both have just said will be a free, fair, and violence-free election? Is the IEBC capable? Do you have faith in it?
I think IEBC has been the biggest problem this country has. You remember, this IEBC conducted an election in 2017 that was nullified by the courts. But later, recently, they were constituted properly. Initially, there were only 3 commissioners. I hope and pray that they will conduct proper election. Free, fair, credible, and accountable election. Because that is what will save this country. That is what's going to make this country prosper. But if they conduct elections similar to the shambolic ones they did before, then they are taking this country to the dogs.
Yeah.
Again, Jeff,
Governor,
experience. What have we seen before? I have a big problem with Chebukati myself, not as a person. You remember that election is referring to 3 weeks or so, or 4 weeks before elections. He said he is sure they cannot be able to carry a credible, free, and fair election. And the whole country got scared. 3-4 days later, an angel visited him, and he said they have the capacity. That man, I don't understand him. So really, when you ask me about IEBC, I think about him.
Yeah. And the worst,
and I have no worries, I have no reservations.
And the worst bit of it,
that is my feeling, because I can you bring him here to the bench? And we ask him, what did you see? You remember the time Kobe left?
Yes.
He said we cannot.
You can't question him, by the way.
And the only thing he should have said then is seek Parliament's approval or something to postpone elections, because he could not carry out a free, fair, credible election.
He said it himself.
He said it himself.
By the way, Jeff, the worst thing about it again, the worst bit of it, you can't talk ill of it, you can't criticize him. You can't. There are certain leaders who will come up and say, oh, he's being victimized because of his community.
Right.
He's being victimized because of his tribe. It's shocking. You can't criticize him at all. There are leaders who campaign using him as a campaign, agenda. That
2-3 days ago, there was an issue about some committee.
Yeah.
Preparedness committee.
Yeah. The Chief Justice and all.
Yes. Did Maraga sit in that committee?
No.
Or during his time?
No.
He did.
Did he?
Yes.
That committee has been in existence in the last election.
Understand?
So what was the big deal then?
Yeah.
That is it. Why change the goalposts? I'm not saying anything else. I'm only saying when the leadership is limping, they all will not reach the grass, as we say in our language. I don't know whether it makes sense. He is, to me, I have a problem. And I need him to address those issues.
If there is somebody who needs to be watched, or who needs to be taken seriously on what he does, so that he does not, put this country into anarchy, is Chebukati.
I hope he's watching, huh? Hope he's watching. Gentlemen, let's go to the magic wall. Lots of tweets, lots of questions and comments coming in, thick and fast. Boniface Meacher says, Honorable Kabogo, confession about the rare and unique set of qualities of Baba is a confirmation that as Mount Kenya, they will be backing Baba. What I would like to know is the future of Tujibebe Party come 2022. Is Kabogo considering any alliance?
Yeah. Yes, I've said it is a possibility. One man will not do this thing, Jeff. One man will not do it. Raila will not do it. William Ruto will not do it. As a one man, it's not going to happen.
Is it going to be like NARC in 2002 then?
This is where we are. That's why you said a repeat of 2002. It is almost, we're almost there.
Yeah. Ibrahim Mohammed, ask Honorable Jeanette to give us snippets of what we expect on Friday. You see? You're keeping your cards very close to the chest.
Yeah. Friday is guarded. Friday will be Friday.
It will be breaking news.
It will be breaking news.
Franklin Terewa says, please ask Honorable Kabogo what he thinks about the candidature of Martha Karua as DP to Raila Odinga 2020.
Martha Karua, a very experienced leader. Very. I'm not speaking for her, but she would make a good leader. We all have our weaknesses, and some of them can be worked on. I also have my weaknesses, because if you make me your deputy and you ask me to do things that are corruption sort of things, you know I will not.
What would you do? Would you resign, or what would you do?
No, I'll try and speak to the boss. And if truly he doesn't listen, then options are available.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Martha Karua...
what do you think of Martha Karua as running mate to your candidate?
No, Martha Karua for sure is a good leader, but as to whether she can be running mate to my leader, that I leave it to my leader to decide, because he's the one to pick his running mate. I'm not running for president myself.
Would you recommend her?
My recommendations might be relevant for now.
Is there no democracy in ODM?
No, you see, it is the decision of the person who's running for president.
True.
To pick his running mate.
I agree, but would you...
Kabogo picked his deputy governor when he was the governor.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not given to him by John.
Okay, let me put it in another way.
Yeah.
Would she be in the list, let's say along with Lee Kinyanjui, let's say William Kabogo?
I told you she's a very good leader, experienced, you know, with a good, she has good stand on issues that matter in the country. So even though she opposed the BBI, that's one thing I didn't like, but I think she's a good leader.
It's good, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Callistus Manyonga says, ask Jeanette what their government in the next election has. If they win, about the civil servants, will their cabinet comprise of the communities in Kenya?
Of course, all communities will be part of government. It's a requirement, you know, regional balance, ethnic balance, and all kinds. It's part of the national values. You must have all communities in government.
Will Honorable Kabogo, that's Mahesh Ngonza, is asking, will Honorable Kamodo run for Kiambu gubernatorial seat? Is Jeanette Mohammed running for Migori governor? Let's start with you, Governor.
Possible, I don't know. Too far. I told you I wanted to run for president.
Yes, that was 2 years ago.
But my friends are asking me to take it easy first. Again, I don't want to put up that machinery.
Would you take a running mate position?
It depends on who's running mate. Don't go beyond that.
Okay.
Don't go.
Governor, would you go back for governor then? Kabogo.
Easy.
You would?
I would, yes.
Migori governor?
No, I'm running for my constituency.
Suna East?
Suna East.
Again?
Again.
You have no ambition?
Jeff, I can also be governor of Nairobi.
True, yeah.
You can run anywhere in Kenya.
No, Kabogo, the way we are working together.
Yes.
You can even be the governor of Homa Bay. Yeah, I'm telling you. Or Migori.
Okay.
That's the dream country we are looking for.
Kabogo might be my governor.
And be and feel free to vie anywhere in the Republic.
Kabogo might be the governor of Migori.
Of Homa Bay?
Migori.
Of Migori?
Yeah, most likely.
Then I would go to Kilifi.
Possible, yes.
Yeah, but you have to stop working for Citizen. Royal Media Service.
Nim Kuri is saying, for Jeanette, the question is, why would Baba quit or break up NASA, then invite the same dudes to join him? And for Kabogo, if what matters is what's on offer for young people, or for your people, sorry, why jump the gun before you get the answers, unless you're waiting to be wooed? All right, Mheshimiwa, you go first. Why would Baba quit, break up NASA, then invite the same people to join?
You see, Baba never broke NASA. NASA was purely a coalition that was made for the 2017 elections to capture state power. When they never captured the power, everyone went back to his party or her party. ODM people went back to ODM, ANC people went to ANC, and in the end, each party withdrew from the coalition. Actually, it is the other parties that withdrew. ODM was the last one to withdraw from the NASA coalition agreement. And hopefully, we will form another one for 2022, and they might be part of that coalition. So coalitions are purely made for, especially in presidential elections, purposely for the general election. Parliamentary coalitions after the election, the way Honorable Kabo was explaining in Parliament.
Jeff, I can see you're talking about if what matters is what is on offer for our people.
Correct.
Why should I jump the gun? I haven't jumped the gun. That's why I said we are talking as Mount Kenya leaders to bring our people together and talk as a unit, then go and discuss with like-minded Kenyans. And that is coming, definitely.
You speak to the ground a lot, Governor.
I do.
Speak to the ground. What are the guys saying? What are the Vijanas saying? Are they saying that they want change?
You know, Vijanas are saying we are tired of promises. Kama sio sasa, ni hivi sasa. That is the story.
Yeah.
We've promised them and promised them. We promised them jobs, 1 million jobs.
Now they are being promised 4 million jobs.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
So out of the 1 million, how many jobs were they given? They were promised easy access to credit. How much credit has reached the ground? Not only in Kiambu, not only in Mount Kenya, even in Migori. You understand?
Yeah.
They were promised stadia, you know.
Yeah.
How many have they gotten? I gave Kiambu 3, AstroTurf.
3.
Ruiru, Gikambura, and 7 aside in Lari. How many have they given? They are saying, you know, even the discomfort they have, and they've been lied to that Uhuru is the problem, is because those things were never fulfilled. And then somebody wants to tell us that it is Uhuru who did it. He has part of the blame to take.
But I said earlier, the same person now who
said earlier, they have to take the stone themselves together.
The same person who is blaming, for example, the president and saying this government did not achieve anything because of the handshake and these things, is still opening government projects up to today and taking credit for them as late as last week.
So my point, Jeff,
yes,
the young that were young then are no longer young.
Correct.
Those who were 32 then are now not youth.
They're not youth anymore. They're 37.
But they didn't see those things. And you're telling them again, elect us again, and we will show you these things.
The children who were promised laptop, who were in standard 1 in that election,
are now in Form 2.
Are now in Form 2. They're almost finishing Form 4.
You see, this is a scorecard I talked about earlier.
It's a scorecard. Daniel Macau says, kindly ask Junet to ask Baba to pick Kabogo as a running mate. It'll be a landslide. Make sure you ask if it's possible. What do you think? What do you mean?
No, I agree. Kabogo has many options. He can be a running mate. He can be the governor of Kiambu, the governor of Nairobi, and the governor of Migori. He has 4 options.
And he can be running mate to Ruto.
Yeah, no, that one he said they can't agree.
He did say. He says
he has a choice.
Talking.
He has 4 or 5 choices to make, so we'll leave it to him. He will discuss with his wife, then he will tell.
Asante, Junet.
Apora is saying, ask Junet, when 11 parties came together to form Jubilee back in 2017, we were told that the aim was to bring Kenyans together. What will be different this time with Azimio la Umoja? What will be different?
It all depends, you know, the reasons why the parties came together. Maybe those parties came together just to win an election, and then somebody else to win another election after 10 years. As we are coming together to unite the country first.
As a matter of fact, that question is misplaced because parties didn't come together. People left their parties to join Jubilee.
Yeah.
And this is not what is happening now. Jibebe is a party.
And you will remain a party.
And we are negotiating with like-minded people in other parties.
Yeah.
And this is what happened in 2013 up to 2017. TNA and URP came together as parties and formed government. You know, the NAC Rainbow.
Yes.
Same thing happened.
Yes.
But this Jubilee is people were told, leave your parties.
Kill your parties.
Come in here. Even BAS left.
Yeah.
Other parties, PNU, they all left and went to Jubilee. It should never happen again.
Comrade Oti says, Jeff asked Junet what else after the 10 grand meeting. We're talking about Kasarani and to Kabogo. How will you as a person help Raila get the top seat? So what happens after Kasarani?
We will cross that bridge when we reach there.
Hey, manze.
No, we are going to have a big meeting on 10th. Then we will share with the people. We share with the people our plans and programs to the future, January and the next year. We have grand plan until 8th of December, 9th of August 2022. We don't have a plan only for 10th. We have a plan from 10th until 9th August 2022.
And Baba's running, right?
Let's wait for Friday.
I thought I'd squeeze it out of him. I thought for a moment. Governor, Are you going to help if he talks the way you want him to talk? If he talks your talk?
If we negotiate and agree, we will help him get votes because we have the votes. Votes are with the people. Not just say, help me.
Yeah.
Convince me. I tell my wife, don't tell me you love me. Show me.
Show me.
So Raila is aware of our problems, where the region I represent, and he's aware of other regions. Have a grand plan that moves Kenya to the next level, and you will get the votes. But if you don't, then there is trouble.
Mheshimiwa, I'll give you the final word, since you have the big event on Friday.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jeff. I want to tell Kenyans that we have the big event on Friday, 10th, the day after tomorrow, a day to go. I want to welcome all Kenyans to come in their numbers. We are going to have a candid conversation there. We are going to share with them what we've seen across the country, the visits that we have made, and Baba is going to speak to the country, to the nation, and share with them his aspirations, what he thinks, the way things should look like going forward. And I think it's an important day to look forward to. It's, historical, because this country has been divided for far too long. So look at what happened after the handshake happened. Kenyans came together, the peace and tranquility that happened in this country. Even the amount of development President Uhuru Kenyatta has achieved after the handshake, you can't compare it to the first term, his first term. You could see he was under duress, under difficult conditions at that time. So this is what we want to advance, to take it forward by bringing Kenyans together. So my appeal is Kenyans to come in large numbers, and we will have a wonderful day that is going to satisfy our aspirations. Yeah.
Is there any way there could be a Kibaki Tosha moment? Could there be?
Wait for the day.
Am I being impatient here?
Are you running with you? Can I put your name forward?
Governor, could there be a Kibaki Tosha moment?
Anything is possible in politics, Jeff. And knowing the players, you know what Messi would do in the field. You know what Ronaldo will do. You know what Raila is capable of doing. He has done it before. So I will not put it past him. But I told you he'll be a candidate. That I have no doubt.
I can take that to the bank.
Only God will do anything else. But Tinga will be on the ballot.
Governor.
And he's done a lot.
Yeah.
Let him give it another shot. One more time.
One last bullet.
Yes. But my conversation...
The real bullet.
My conversation
on target.
With leaders. I want to speak to leaders and tell them, move one step backwards and think, why do we have elections every 5 years? Because some of them they seem to forget. You get 5 years and you go back to the people to seek mandate to represent them. Who gives the mandate? It is the people. But we have leaders here coming to us and saying, Muchague huyu. That is not what was envisaged by the constitutional makers. It is the people to decide. Allow the people space. Don't come and appoint your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your mates and people you have been doing things with so that they can go to parliament and be with you. Allow space to Kenyans. And then Kenyans, please, elect people. Elect people of good conduct. Elect responsible people. Elect people who will represent you in the August House so that we can move the country forward.
Yeah.
Don't elect people with emotions. I want to elect so-and-so so I can punish. They say they will elect, I don't know, Etito to punish me. What punishment have I gone through, Jeff? Let's be honest. You do not want to elect me back to finish the good work I have done, but you want to vote me out because you want to punish me. That's very backward thinking. Let us elect people who will move Kenya to the next level. Even the youth who are saying they are the majority, they should also think about electing youth who are responsible. You understand?
Absolutely. You know what someone once said, let the people decide.
That was Matiba. He was right.
He was right. And the people shall decide.
But we haven't learned. We still have people coming to tell us, I think this will be your best governor. Who are you? But when you're seated somewhere elsewhere, you're asking people, no, nyinyi, huko mchague wenu na sisi msikuja hapa kutuambia. Sasa wewe unakuja kutuambia kwa nini? Why?
I hope also as the party leader of Jubilee wa Kenya, you will not have preferred candidates at MCS and
Never. My own son, Jeff, I'm telling you this on record.
He is the right candidate for
wants to be an MCA or MP in Juja with this party. Let him go to the people.
You're not going to...
If I go to Roiro Town and they tell me we want Kamau Kabogo, I have no choice. I will give him a ticket. But if I go with him and they say we want Kimani Waithaka, I'll tell son, boss, sorry, let's go home.
Yeah.
This is not for you.
Gentlemen, I want to wish you a happy Jamhuri Day in advance.
Happy Azimio Day?
It's not an official.
Oh, it is. It's a semi-holiday.
Like Governor was saying, it's nearly 60 years. Huh? We need to wake up.
Yeah.
It's nearly 60 years later. Right? We have anything to celebrate?
But you know, again, I'm pleading with my friend here to speak with his party leader. I will speak with people I know. I also try and reach the party leader of Jubilee. I can also reach William Ruto. Let's give Kenyans an easy life. The burden on Kenya, though there was one party that was saying, Mzigo, punguza mzigo.
Punguza mzigo.
Yes.
Honestly, we need to punguza mzigo on Wanjiko.
By the way, are you going on Friday? Are you invited to Kasarani?
I said again, I was invited. I will be away tomorrow if I can come back. This thing about people talking, I would want to participate in talking. We're talking about our country.
Yeah.
Why do you leave me out?
Yes.
And that's what I have a problem with Mount Kenya for. Mount Kenya Foundation. Because they are not reaching out to leaders. They have something they think they know. But I said I will not speak for them because they are a forum. They are a forum of people who have come together to speak for themselves and hopefully for the region.
Yeah.
But it is important for people to reach out to others.
Absolutely. You know, I've been saying this all along, and I keep saying it. I'll say it till the cows come home. Let's keep talking, because the moment we stop talking, it's the moment we start fighting. And you don't want to go down that slippery slope. Thanks so much for being a part of JKLive every Wednesday, folks, and happy Jamhuri Day in advance. This coming Sunday, December the 12th, 58 years of independence. Lots, and in between that, Friday the 10th, right?
Yeah, don't forget that.
Azimio Day.
Are you coming?
Are you inviting me?
See, I invited you this morning.
Okay. All right, I'll see you then.
Okay.
Thanks, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Governor, all the best.
Thank you.
Asante.
Thank you so much.
And thank you. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff at Citizen TV Kenya, the hashtag JKLive. Good night, good luck. God bless this beautiful country of ours called Kenya. Because there's no other Kenya, right?
Sure.
No other Kenya.